Hello and welcome to week 8
8
of Parker's Predictions.
Mm-hmm.
He's Jimmy, I'm Parker, and we're back to give y'all some good picks.
Mm-hmm. Took a couple weeks off there, got busy. Had the bye week and then got busy, but yeah.
So we were gonna take the bye week off anyways. That was our bye week also.
Yeah, and then last week you had a bunch of stuff going on, so we wanted to do it, but we just got too busy. But as he's eating an ice cream. Yeah, so we're actually late this week on doing it too. We normally try to do these earlier in the week, but we're doing this on a Friday night, But we wanted to get it in this week because there's good games.
There is really good games. Let's change it up. Let's go to the NFL pick first.
Okay, all right. I think you wanted to do the Cincinnati at the 49ers. Now the 49ers, man, if they lose 3 in a row, you want to talk about the train coming off the track. That could be a bad thing. And Debo's out again this week.
Debo's out. Purdy's questionable.
They got Sam Darnold, which he's got some experience, right?
But he didn't have experience on this big of a stage.
Yeah.
This is a must-win game.
I think they need to win this game as well. I really think they do. But without Debo playing, and if Purdy doesn't play, oh man,
You're technically rolling on your 4th-string quarterback if you think about it.
And then Cincinnati started off, not looking that good. They're 3-3 now.
They're 3-3 now.
So they're trying to get rolling in the right direction to see if they can make another playoff run.
They are. I mean, Joe Burrow's looking good. Brock Purdy's looking good too as in second year in the NFL, a starter for the San Francisco 49ers. That must
just two. I mean, he's got 2 losses as a starter, and they've come back to back
to bad teams too.
Yeah, and I mean, some people would look at this Cincinnati team and say, because of their record, 49ers playing at home, they should win this game. But Joe Cool, man, he's coming into town, and I think 49er fans could be in for a long day. If Purdy's not on the field,
it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, I don't know how much trust they have in Sam Darnold, but if he were my backup, I'd feel okay with that.
Yeah, I would feel okay with that too.
Yeah, I mean the line is. I think they got San Francisco favored by 5 points. 4 now.
Maybe it went up.
Okay, all right. I think I saw it at 5. So it did go up, and then the over/under is 43.5 on that.
So they got defense this game.
Yep, some defense.
The weather's perfect.
Weather's gonna be great, man. California.
67 degrees.
Beautiful.
With the sun.
Yeah. I mean, they should be able to throw and run the ball.
That's football weather right there. So we'll see a good football game.
I think it's a 2:30 kick. What time is that kickoff?
3:24. 3:25.
So it's a midday kickoff. Man, the fact that Debo's out and Purdy's questionable, I'm predicting this game as if Purdy is not gonna play. And right now I got Cincinnati 24, 49ers 13.
Okay, I just made my pick with Purdy and without Purdy. So with Purdy, this is gonna be my pick. Without Purdy, 17 Niners, 20 Bengals.
Okay.
And with Purdy, I say let's add in one more touchdown. Let's go 24-20 Niners win.
Oh, okay. So you think Purdy's like the key for you on this game. Okay.
But I got Bengals winning.
Okay. All right, so that's the NFL pick. Let's get the NFL out of the way because college football is just on fire this week. Of course,
How about Utah last week? We're just gonna jump right into that.
Yeah. Man.
Utah last week beat USC in USC.
I mean, that game wasn't even close though either. Who's the quarterback for Caleb Williams? So now Caleb Williams at a quarterback has never beaten at Utah. He's like 3-0 or something like that, right? Yeah.
0-3.
God, 0-3. Yeah. So they went out there and just whooped
Game
on
winning
USC, right? And
No, it was a game-winning kick.
they weren't ahead of a lot in that game. Was it close the whole time?
It was close the whole time.
I might be thinking of a different game then.
Utah, you're thinking about whenever we played Utah.
Uh-huh.
Well, that was a couple.
Who
years
just
back.
put it on USC really bad though? There was a team that USC played this year, and they beat them really bad. Keep talking. I want to look that up.
Okay.
About the USC.
I'm gonna talk about the Super Senior Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
He has 19 touchdowns. Can you get some of your INTs?
I'm gonna say 3.
He has 1.
Whoa, 19-1. I like that.
19-1 is
Ooh.
a lot. 2,000 yards. He's completed most of his passes. He's 6-1.
Uh-huh.
So he's looking good. He lost to a good team, number 5 team Washington.
Yeah. So their only loss was to Washington, and I mean you can't really fault them for that because Washington might be the real deal.
People got Washington in the national championship.
Mm-hmm. The team that USC lost really bad to was Notre Dame, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's their only loss. And then Utah's got a funky loss. I don't remember this game, but they lost to Oregon State. That's their only loss of the year.
DJ
The Clemson quarterback, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they're both 6-1, right? The game is in Provo, Utah. Not Provo, Utah. Where is it? It's in Utah.
It's in Utah.
Yeah. And Oregon's favored by 6.5. They're tempting you there. The 6.5. Uh-huh. Over under 47. I thought it would be higher.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's low for this game for some reason. I figured there'd be a lot more. I think there's going to be a lot.
They're calling Oregon's defense one of the best college defenses we've seen in a while.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, then my pick looks pretty good right now then. You got any more crazy stats for me?
43 degrees.
43 degrees.
We're about to get that weather.
Yeah. I mean, we're here in Austin, and I think the high on Sunday.
It might be 43.
Yeah.
Which is
high
crazy.
on Sundays like 80, and then it's just gonna drop down to 40s on Monday.
Crazy.
So I'm ready for some cooler weather. Not freezing cold, but cooler. But yeah, they'll be playing the good weather. I'll pick first and then let you pick second here. But there's one other thing about this game that I wanted to bring up.
Bryson Barnes. Receivers?
I
got receivers.
Oh yeah, the Bryson Barnes quarterback for Utah. 4 touchdowns, 3 INTs. That doesn't seem right.
He's a backup.
Who's their starter? Cam Rising, right? When did he go out? When did he get
He's
out?
always been out. I mean, he was supposed to go to Texas. He was supposed to be our backup because whenever he committed to Texas, he was supposed to be the starter, and Casey Thompson was supposed to be the backup. But then he heard that Quinn Ewers was coming in and that we would start Ewers, so he just left. And he didn't want to not get any play time, so he went somewhere else.
Got it. Okay.
So he was out last year too with a season-ending injury. So now this guy beat USC I'll say the Rose Bowl because that's where USC is.
Well, they're gonna have a hard time with the. This is not USC. They're going up against a hell of a squad. I got Oregon 31, Utah 17.
What?
No, you don't. Be quiet. For real?
I swear, I just wrote this down. Oregon 31, Utah 17.
Dang, that's wild. Great mindset. I like it.
That's actually crazy.
That's really cool.
We've never had that before.
No. No, we don't go over our predictions.
I made
before.
these yesterday.
Yeah. So that's just a freak coincidence. All right. We're dead. We
literally
agree.
dead.
Yeah. All right. So, oh man, I'm excited. I'm always excited on Saturday to see the Horns play, but with the backup quarterback, I've been talking about. We need to see Malik more.
You said it. You said it too much.
Now we're going to see a lot of Malik because he's starting on Saturday. All the physical tools you could ever think of, right? He's a big guy. He can run. He can throw the ball a mile. You know, accuracy and game time speed is what scares me the most. Because
Well, that's
some of
what
those
scares him,
throws last week, they got there quick, but they weren't
Yeah,
accurate enough.
his one completion, I'm pretty sure, was like I'd say about 7 feet in the air, and the receiver he was throwing to was Jordan Whittington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you got to get it there, because he had to go up here. So he's what I'd like to call too strong of a quarterback. He has too good of an arm.
Yeah. And we would see him in garbage time. So I'm okay with seeing him run the ball in garbage time, because that means if he were to go down, Ewers would still be the guy. With Ewers being out, he can't risk going on these big runs and getting hurt, because if he gets hurt, then you're relying on the kid that's
second richest in college football.
Yeah, but I know he's a Manning, but he's never played at this speed. So, and that means you're on your third string quarterback. So, I do want to see Malik run the ball. I want him to be smart about it.
Yeah, I was telling him that we will see Arch Manning play, probably.
Oh, man. God, that stadium will just
either
erupt.
Because what happened is, if we blow them out, we want to see... Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we got a couple crazy girls out there.
We would want to see Arch Manning play if it's a blowout. But if it's a close game, we would put Arch in there for like a drive. Just to see what he can do. If he throws a pick, fine. We'll just put Malik back in and do what he's been doing.
Yeah, I'm worried, but excited.
And also, we have... It's hard to say, because whenever we played Houston, we looked terrible. But we have one of the best defenses. Oh my God, I can't say defenses in the nation.
They didn't show it last week. They look sloppy. I mean,
we have one of the best defenses and run games.
Yeah,
we run for about 200 yards a game, and BYU allows 150 yards a game, and then they're passing. I mean, BYU's defense is just bad.
Yeah.
Let's just say that right now. They can barely even get 300 yards in the game.
Then, I mean, their record is, I mean, they're what, 5-2? Are they just playing like nobody teams right now, or?
I mean, they lost to Kansas.
Okay.
And we blew Kansas out.
Man, matchup predictors, I mean, it's pretty much got 95% to Texas. So they're not giving BYU a chance. You know?
The spread, whenever I did it, the spread was at 19. Now it's at 20, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So the spread on that game is now 20, over under 50. Texas should be good for most of those points.
You say that.
So I got to go back to Malik, because, I mean, I've been so excited to see him play. This could be, okay, you got Ewers as a starter. He's your guy. He's got a little stinger. He'll be back. Okay? Malik's there as your backup. But behind him, you got Arch. And Arch isn't going anywhere.
We have like 3 other random kids.
So the way I look at this game for Malik is, if you want to be a starting quarterback at a different university,
you need to show
you got these 2 games to fill out your resume.
And that's what
this is
doing.
what I can do.
He is a freshman, so he has all of his years. He came in during COVID. He got his 2 COVID years. Then he redshirted, and now he's a freshman this year. So this is his time to prove to other schools that he can be the starting quarterback.
Or, I mean, craziest case scenario, he does absolutely amazing, shines more than you can ever think of, and it becomes your starting quarterback. But I just don't see that happening, because we have Ewers,
guy. And then we already know 1 year, if not 2 years max, that Manning will be the guy.
Yeah. So it's gonna, treat this game for Malik. Treat this game as you're filling out your.
Treat this game like your national championship right here.
So, with all that being said, man, I got to gauge it off what I've been seeing, and the defense seems to be slipping a little bit. We've always had tough games with the BYU ever since back to Taysom Hill when he ran all over Texas. Of course, they can smell blood in the water because we're on a backup quarterback.
It's gonna be an ugly one. That's all I'm gonna say.
I got Texas squeaking out another one, man. 34-31, Texas.
How do you got them scoring that 30? How do you got them winning this game? Last second Burn Auburn field goal.
Man, it's gonna burn.
We saw in the OU game, the Houston. We've seen that in every one of these games. He has ice in his veins.
Yeah, he can kick.
He can be clutch when he needs to.
Yeah.
But
if it's a clutch kick, no problem. If it's a 15-yard chip shot, who knows?
He's gonna miss it. Yeah.
Who knows? But if the game is on the line,
he will hit it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything, but we saw in the OU game with 1 minute left, he can hit a field goal.
Mm-hmm. We just left a little bit too much time on the
That
clock.
was our defense. Mm-hmm. That's not him. So I got Texas 34, 8, BYU 24.
34-24. Okay.
So I kind of gotta I'm envisioning it like the Houston game. We're gonna go up a little bit. BYU's gonna come back because our defense is gonna get tired.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're number 7, we should have one of the best defenses. And then we'll go on to score again and again. They'll just keep up. But, I mean, they're BYU. They're having to keep up with the number 7 team.
So I got the over. I got the over 50.
Right? I do too.
But none of us. I don't have Texas covering the 20 points. That's a lot. I mean, man, if I was in Vegas, I'd take BYU to cover that 20. That's a lot. With the backup quarterback and the way this defense has been playing, give me BYU in those points, man. I think it's going to be close. I hope I'm wrong too. I hope I'm
wrong about that spread, but
yeah. Okay.
I'll take a win.
Yeah, I'll take another. These next 2 weeks are going to be close because after this week, you get the purple machines to start rolling in. Mm-hmm. You got Kansas State and TCU. And every time I see purple on the other side of that field, it scares me to death because we have bad. Those teams always play us very hard. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I mean, you can almost call it a rivalry.
Yeah. Well, let's keep this ball rolling. You know, some people are calling us, you know, the best one-loss team in the nation. Us.
That's a lie.
Bama. Who else do we got? That's a one-loss team. Oregon's a one-loss team.
We're the highest ranked one-loss team though.
Some people are saying Oklahoma may be on upset alert this week.
Oh, you want to tell me about your Vegas pick? What you were saying to me yesterday?
Gosh, almighty.
So what he did is he put $25 on like a what it's called a parlay, multiple teams, and he said, "I hope that OU goes over that spread, but I wouldn't be sad if OU loses."
Yeah,
that's me too.
Yeah.
That's
I'll lose the $25.
Yeah, I'll lose the $25 to be number 6 in the nation.
So
and then see OU go down.
So Kansas wants to do us a favor, man. Beat OU.
Please.
Beat OU. We could use it.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
we could use it.
And they're close. They're flirting with a loss. So
they are. I mean, we saw it last week.
Yeah.
They barely squeaked by against.
Gosh,
I mean, what kind of team is UCF? We haven't seen them in the top 25 in like 3 years.
Yep. So that was, you know, Kansas is looking. I mean, they're normally good for one upset. You know, so let's see what they can do. But all right, well, I feel good about these picks.
Yep.
You feeling good? Yeah. Oh, real quick, you may not even know about this. Upset pick of the week, upset pick of the year. Francis Ngannou goes the distance with Tyson Fury tomorrow. Doesn't win, but he shows that he can box. He started off as a boxer. He wanted to box, and then turned into an MMA fighter.
Yeah, he realized that.
So. Tyson Fury is a monster of a guy, big guy.
Machine.
Yes. But I think Ngannou
the alien
goes the distance in this fight. That's my pick.
So you don't have Ngannou winning?
I don't think he's going to win.
You just don't think he's going to get knocked out?
I don't think he's going to get knocked out. A lot of people think he's going to get knocked out.
It's going to be
tire out. But I think he's got enough in the tank to go the distance. I think it's gonna look. His punches are gonna look sloppy because Tyson Fury is gonna be able to outbox him. You know, when it comes to shimmying and shaking in that ring, So Ngannou may look a little bit sloppy, but I don't think he's going to get knocked out.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know how much it takes to knock out a 260-pound person.
Yeah.
That's
But-
6'6" or something.
But he's got that magic button too, man. That
Yeah.
right hand, if he hits the chin
Oh,
of,
the
of,
last-
of Fury, it's night time.
The last
Anybody
time
goes night
The
night.
last time I saw Ngannou fight was before he had that surgery. The year before he had that surgery, I think it was like 2021.
That's when he knocked out Stipe, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean,
And
it
the
was
guy,
just a beautiful punch.
and he collapses back on
Yeah.
his leg. Yeah.
I mean, if I took a hit from that guy as a grown adult, I would be knocked out in a coma for 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, he puts people in other dimensions
Yeah.
with just one swipe of his paw. Yeah,
Which is crazy.
Yeah, so I'm excited to maybe watch that on my phone or something like that because it's overseas. They're fighting overseas somewhere, so it's actually like around like 2 or 3 o'clock. So we'll be up to date on that too. But all right, man, sign us off.
All right. Well, this has been week 8 of Parker's predictions. He's Jimmy. I'm Parker, and we'll be back next week, hopefully, to give y'all more picks on Texas.